Everybody, welcome to our week number 6 Twitch live stream for my oops, intro psych class. It was echoing on my phone. At least I know the volume's working. But I hope everyone is doing well. We have a few days here where we dried out from the rain, though it looks like maybe we have some more rain coming tomorrow. It's definitely made my soccer season with my kids very complicated this week. But it's cold. It feels like we're getting closer to the holidays. We're definitely chugging along. It's week number 6 for our class. We have just a couple of weeks left. So we are right here. If you scroll down, we're in week 6, 5 and 6 of our course. So everything from weeks 5 and 6 due by next Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. So Sunday the 23rd. We don't have next week off due to the holiday, though I won't be doing a live stream next week just because my kids do have it off, so they will be here with me. So we'll meet today and then we'll meet again in week number 7. So I just want to kind of go over what we have going on, or I'm sorry, I guess that would technically be week number 8. So we talked last week about week number 5. We went over everything that we had there with motivation and emotions. We had that self-assessment number 2. So in week number 6 this week, everything here and everything from last week again due by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. So this week we're looking at chapter 11 and 12, which is human development and personality. Again, 2 kind of core topics to psychology. As always, you want to do those 3 things: read the chapter in the ebook, read through the lecture, and watch the lecture video to all together get access to that information. Once you've done that for all 3 chapters, you can do discussion 11 and 12. You also have exam number 3 this week. So for discussion number 11, if you click on that, as always, you'll see my instructions followed by my video. This one is all about human development and lifespan. So you're going to do 2 different things for this one. You're going to listen to 2 songs about being a teenager, 15 by Taylor Swift and Letter to Me by Brad Paisley. If you're not a big country music fan, you might be getting your country music fix for the year this week with these 2 songs. But you're going to listen to those 2, and then you're going to go somewhere that sells birthday cards. Now, this could be the grocery store, a Hallmark, a Target, a Walmart, a CVS. It could also be something that you find digitally online. If you would rather not go out and look, that's totally fine as well. But after you have looked at some greeting cards targeting turning 30, 40, 50, and then late adulthood, 60, 70, 80, or aging in general, you will answer a couple of questions about those 2 things. So number 1, how do the songs, so 15 and Letter to Me, incorporate and demonstrate some of the cognitive, social, and physical milestones of being a teenager? Be sure to give me specific examples from the lyrics and incorporate the materials from chapter 11 in order to receive full credit. So as you're listening to the lyrics, give me a specific lyric that jumps out at you, and how does that connect to a specific topic that is common for a teenager? Really connect those dots. Make sure you describe okay, good. I'm glad you can hear now. Make sure that you describe and connect everything. And then next, after you have examined the songs, what are the general messages, tones, and focus of the cards that you looked at for each age range? So what are 30s, 40s, 50s, and then aging in general? What are some of the stereotypes that you observed in those cards related to aging and getting older? Excuse me. And then if you had to personally be stuck at one age for the rest of your life, what age would you pick and why? And that one's kind of a fun one. We always debate that with our kids. And it's interesting to me how that number has kind of gone up over time. But if you had to be stuck at one age for the rest of your life, which one would you pick and why? If you have the ability to upload images or videos of any of your cards that you find, please feel free to do so. Cards are often quite entertaining. So if you find a funny card, feel free to take a picture of it and upload it here with your discussion post. But you're focusing on the songs and the cards, and then don't forget to also reply to a classmate. For the next discussion number 12 on personality, click on this one here. Again, as always, you have my instructions followed by my video. For this one, you're going to do a couple of things. So number 1, If you had to describe the person that, what has made you the person you are today, in other words, what has shaped your personality, what would some of the key contributors be for you? I want you to share a minimum of 2 factors that you feel have heavily contributed to your personality and explain how they have contributed to the person you are today. I have a case of the yawns today. Number 2, in the spirit of the trait perspective, describe yourself in 5 words. Number 3, ask 2 different people who know you fairly well to describe you in 5 words, right? So a family member, a partner, a coworker, a friend, a therapist, whoever, right? Whoever you want it to be. What words did they use? Are they similar to yours or different? Share your reactions and comments. And then finally, you're going to take one of these personality quizzes on one of these websites. And you're going to describe what you took, comment on your results. Were they accurate? Were they not accurate? Is it more for fun or is it more like valid and reliable? Kind of commenting on your general reactions and thoughts. So you'll hit reply. When you're done, don't forget to also reply to a classmate to get those points. So kind of the standard stuff, right, with reading the chapters, doing the 2 discussions. You also have exam number 3, and this is on the chapters from last week and this week. So click here for study guide number 3. And remember, if it's on the study guide, it will be on the test. If it's not on here, you can let it go. Chapters 9, 10, 11, and 12 for this one, right? So make sure you know all of these terms that are on here. As I've mentioned a few times, if it were me, I would probably write or type it out and have it in front of me during the exam. That way I could reference it really easily. If I forget what conception is, for example, I could like reference it right away rather than trying to look it up and using up valuable test time. Remember that the exam is open note and open book, but you definitely do want to study and prepare like you would for a normal in-person class. Don't forget to also give yourself plenty of time, 75 minutes to take it, so make sure you have 75 minutes to spare, that you have good internet, that you have a good quiet place to take it, all of those things to kind of set yourself up for success. And remember that it is due by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. You have the study guide here for that. Remember the exam, of course, like always, is on the ebook site. In a moment, I'll give you the extra credit question, and of course, we'll post the recording of this in a little bit so that you can watch it later if you're not watching it now already. And as I mentioned, a couple of quick reminders. So the first one, I did type this up earlier. So don't forget that to check your subscription status. It only is good for 30 days if you did it for free. So don't forget to check and renew that if you can. Like Priscilla, yours has expired. You no longer have the little football cake next to your name. Also remember, and I'll put this here in the chat, there will be no Twitch live stream next week on Wednesday, November 26th, due to the holiday. Okay, so since next Thursday is Thanksgiving, my kids have the entire week off. Sadly, we don't have any time off, but I won't be doing a live stream next week because of that. So let me give you the extra credit question for today and show you where you can answer that just so that you can get those points from today. What do I keep yawning? Tired. It's just definitely like a brutal, busy time of the year where we're all like tend to be trying to get through the end of the semester on top of everything else. So here is the week number 6 Twitch extra credit question. What are Piaget's 4 stages of cognitive development? Describe and give one element or feature of each stage. What are Piaget's 4 stages of cognitive development? Describe and make sure to give me one element or feature of each stage. And when you're ready to do that, you'll go back to Canvas. And since we are in week number 6, you'll click on optional Twitch extra credit number 6 right here. And then up at the top, click on start assignment. And it'll bring up that box where you can type your response. And then when you're done, hit submit to get your confetti burst and pizzas. That sounds good to me. I'll take some pizza. So remember that you can do this if you're joining me now live, or if you're watching this later as a recording and you're subscribed on Twitch, that's still totally fine. But definitely take advantage. Remember to double check that status. Remember that we won't have a live stream next week, and that everything from weeks 5 and 6 is due by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. All right, so kind of short and sweet. I hope if you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving next week. And if not, I hope you get a little bit of a break as everything kind of slows down for that day at least. Have a wonderful week. I'm going to hang out for a few minutes if you have any questions, but I'm going to minimize my video just so I'm not staring at myself. But if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, thank you so much for those of you joining me. There were a bunch of you on here today. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I will hope to see you when we come back for that last live stream that first week of December. You too. Thank you so much. And I am still here if you have any questions. Just hanging out. I just minimized my video so I wasn't staring at myself. But if you have any questions, I am still here.